Maxine Waters has finally gone too far. For months, we have been subjected to her delusions about impeaching President Donald Trump and her bold-faced lies. Well, the 78-year-old California politician just got the worst news ever, and it's potentially career-ending. Waters is reeling after she learned her cash flow is cut off, leaving her to beg others for money. You don't want to miss this. This is really bad news for the new darling of the Democratic Party, Maxine Waters. After 14 terms as a congresswoman, the chickens are coming home to roost exactly where it hurts her the most. Maxine Waters' coffers have dried up, and it's a fact that she's been trying to hide. According to FEC forms, she is down to $22,000. Democratic Representative Maxine Waters, California, who has been considered a leader of the movement within Congress to resist Donald Trump, has received a little more than $20,000 in individual contributions to her campaign so far this year despite her elevated profile. Waters is also $100,000 in debt to her daughter, who runs a lucrative endorsement mailer operation for the campaign, filings show, reported Washington Free Beacon. The report continues, Citizens for Waters, Rep. Waters Campaign Committee, reported receiving just $12,600 individual contributions throughout the second quarter, which runs between April 1 and June 30. During the first quarter, which spans from January 1 to March 31, the campaign reported $9,508.79 in individual contributions. Waters has now pulled in just $22,108.79 in total individual contributions. What this means is that Maxine has done great damage to her capacity to get the donations needed to run her next campaign. It's an understatement to say most congressmen live well above the $172,000 they make annually, and Maxine has long lived off the donations she takes in to supplement her lavish lifestyle. Auntie Maxine lives in the posh community of Hancock Park, which is not within the poverty-stricken district she represents. Her Impeach 45 campaign has launched her into the limelight, with the liberal losers disgustingly lapping up her bullcrap. Yet, karma has a way to come back and bite these idiots, and it seems Maxine's rantings against Trump, along with the scrutiny by the conservative media pointing out her corrupt past, has caused her to be cut off from cash donations. Maxine's allegations against Trump are so ridiculous. The elite donors in the Democratic Party are turning their backs on her, with virtually zero donations from individual donors, which is a great cause for concern. What's more, the community has turned its back on her with posters all over the 43rd district calling her their poverty pimp. To cover up for the lack of cash flow, Maxine is pimping herself out as a possible candidate for 2020. Numbskulls in the Democratic Party are buying into her lies, and they are helping her with a fundraiser in New Hampshire. A local Granite State media outlet broke the news, reporting, California Congresswoman Maxine Waters will be in New Hampshire later this month to headline a picnic fundraiser for the Strafford County Democratic Committee. Waters will be in the state on July 23 for the picnic to be held at the Miller Farm in New Durham. Before Waters screamed Impeach 45, she was charged with 3 ethics violations back in 2010. Waters did a play to pay with One United Bank, where her husband sat on the board of directors. Waters bailed out the bank by doing a merger deal which benefited One United with over $14 million in government funds. Maxine's husband, being a director, got an undisclosed big payday, which brings to mind Hillary and Bill Clinton's pay-to-play jobs that made them rich. Maxine Waters has a huge problem going forward. A young, Hispanic, business owner, who grew up in the 43rd district and still lives in that district, is challenging her in 2018. His name is Omar Navarro, and with poor old Maxine's coffers running dry, it looks like he will have a fighting chance to dethrone her. Now, that would be justice. The poverty-stricken Los Angeles area might be getting rid of their poverty pimp for good. Please share the story and tell us what you think by clicking one of the buttons below. We want to hear your voice.